you have heard of the periodic table. Now, really complicated on initial glance, this table is quite daunting, and I'm sure you've had trouble trying to memorize it. Now, hopefully you've seen the table before. You'll be well familiar of things like atomic number, atomic mass, the element name, the symbol, the abbreviation, likely the different families or subgroups, aspects like group number and period, and well, you probably know at least like 50 of them, right? Wait, we're supposed to know these? Wait, why would you want to know them? There's so many, 118 elements. That's way too much. There's no way anyone can like memorize it, surely. Okay, what if I said it was actually possible for you to memorize all of them, and in fact, you could add in other details. You can memorize the elements, that's easy. You can even add in things like atomic number, maybe the group number. If you were really keen, maybe some chemical properties. You could even do other features. But how? How could we do this? Is that even possible? Wait, what if I said it was possible? Ah, I know what you're thinking. Periodic song. I like the way you think. That's good. Yes, periodic song is absolutely incredible. But there is a flaw with the periodic song. Not to say it's not a great device. Absolutely go for it. It's great, great fun. But there is a problem. I'll give you a demo. If I asked for a specific element, you're going to have to sing the song the whole way through until you get to that exact element that you need. So we'll do just a brief demo. Right? If I said hydrogen, you're going to go, okay, that's easy. It's number 1. But if we fly through and let's say I'm a little bit mean and I'm like, oh, what's element number 19? And you're like, hydrogen, there's helium. I mean, that's going to take a while. Not to mention, if you make a mistake or if you lose track halfway through, you're going to have to sing the song all the way through. And obviously you'll track it with the table here, very handy resource. But that's actually going to take, a really long time. So what if I said there was something better, like a shortcut, like a hidden learning secret? I don't think you can find it anywhere else. This might be the only place. You're in the right place. Let's go for it right now. I'm going to show you how to use this technique. And by the end of it, do I guarantee that you're going to learn the first 20 elements? I feel like that's a bold claim. You're going to have to keep me to it to see if that's even possible. But I'm confident. I think you can learn the first 20 elements. Well, maybe not all of them, but at least the first 20 to start with, right? You don't just jump in the deep end. You've got to warm up. Areteerga, the Academic Institute of Excellence, presents the periodic clock. We'll fly through 1 hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, sun, balloon, battery, gears, and soap. Let's add another layer. We're really pushing this memory thing. Diagram of the sun. We have the balloons. We have a lithium battery, a couple of gears moving together, and a little bit of soap. 6 was carbon, 7 nitrogen, 8 was oxygen, 9 fluorine, 10 neon. Keyword. Well, for carbon, I'm going to go with diamond, but there's so many to choose from. For nitrogen, we'll go with fertilizer. Oxygen, I guess we could do water. For fluorine, I like CFC. And for neon, let's go with light. Well, I'm going to go with the diamond for carbon, maybe fertilizer for nitrogen, a tap with a little bit of water for oxygen, washing those hands, and fluorine. Let's go with toothpaste. Okay, and the next one there is going to be the classic light bulb. 11 was sodium, 12 magnesium, 13 aluminium, 14 silicon, 15 phosphorus. Now let's add in that keyword. We had salt, fireworks, aircraft, chip, and phosphorus. Let's go with a match. Okay, not bad. Let's add in our diagram for each one. So I'm going to go with the salt shaker for sodium. Maybe you want to draw some fireworks for magnesium. I'm going to go for an aircraft drawing. And for the chip, I'm going to go with the CPU chip. Our lucky last, phosphorus. I'm going to go for match. 16 is sulfur, 17 is chlorine, 18 is argon, 19 is potassium, 20 is calcium. Add in our keyword as before. Let's do acid, pool, weld, banana, and milk. Key diagram, you saw that coming. Acid, let's do a little pool of acid. Next one, the pool, the classic pool. Does look like someone welding. The banana, well, a couple of bananas, never hurt. And the last one there, milk. Now, dare I say it, do we now know all the elements? I'd love to say yes, but you and I both know it's not that simple. Now we need to do a bit more. We need to refine our technique. Here it is, the magic. The key to this particular device is to memorize, at the very least when you start, position, shall we say north, east, southwest, or 20, 5, 10, and 15. By doing so, you have a point of reference that allows you to more effectively recall the other positions compared to something like the periodic song, which is awesome, absolutely awesome. But this is better. Okay, let's keep going. Test your memory in the meantime, though. Okay, let's do a quick little bit of revision. Take note, as you expand on this, you could absolutely add more information, because keep in mind, the way memory works, if you can recall the element abbreviation, and you can now remember the atomic number, take note of that, all you have to do is hinge a couple of extra details to this. By linking other ideas, you expand your ability to remember more information about each of the elements. But we have to test it to see if it actually works. So hopefully it works for you as well. Are you ready? Let's see how you feel. I'm going to test your memory quickly. Go! Hydrogen. Sun. And we had a diagram of sun. Helium. Oh, that one's blocked off. We had balloons, and we had a diagram of balloons. Lithium. Oh, that was easy. That was the battery, little diagram. Beryllium. Oh, we had the gears and the cogs. I remember that one. Boron. Oh, yeah, that one was the soap dispenser. Very important. Keep those hands clean, especially during all these COVID times. Oh, yes, this one's easy. Carbon. And I listed diamond, but you may have listed something else. Next one's nitrogen. So many things to list, but I'm going to go with fertilizer. Oxygen. Well, that was easy. You could definitely list oxygen. You could list ozone, actually. That's a good example as well. O3. And you could even list water, so that's easy. Oh, next one, fluorine. Could only be CFCs, but I mean, you could do toothpaste if we want, but not the same thing. Very important. Next one, there was neon. Now, neon is going to be a light bulb. Next one, 11, sodium. Could only be the salt shaker. 12, magnesium. That was fireworks. Quite a bright spark on those magnesium strips as well. Next one, 13, aluminium, aircraft. Very easy. It looked like it was taking off as well. Then we had number 14, which is silicon, that computer chip. Yes, it was a good drawing, not the other, but potato chip. That's a whole different species. It's actually made of carbon, isn't it? There it is. 15, could only be the match, phosphorus. Okay, we're going well. 16, well, that was sulfur, and we had that horrible pool of acid. Looked really corrosive. Number 17 was chlorine. Chlorine is found in pools and drinking water. Very small amounts, but it helps keep things sterile. Kills off the bad bacteria. 18, argon. Argon is used as an inert gas, helping us to fuse metals during welding. We had that little guy with the blowtorch there trying to weld metal. And number 19 is potassium. Potassium is found in bananas. And we had a banana diagram there. 20, last one, calcium. It was milk. We had a milk bottle. Well, this is almost too easy. Wait, does that mean we now know them? Maybe. Maybe. We'll test it. But for now, to take note, to effectively encode all of these into your memory, there's at least 3 more things you got to do. The first one is practice recall. You already know this. Practice makes perfect. If you're not going to practice this, you will forget it. Very important. The next one is revision. And very similar, take note, for recall, you need to block off some of these sections and test your ability to remember that bit of information. And don't just do it in sequence, do it randomly. By doing it randomly, you really test your memory. Now, revision's important, and I would recommend something like spaced repetition. So don't just repeat it today, repeat it again the next day, and then the next day, and then 3 days later, and then 5 days later, and then 10 days later, and then 30 days later, and then a year later. What happens then? Well, you remember it for life. Fascinating. Test it out. Let me know if it works. Feel free to watch the video several times over if you want as well. I feel like that would work. Maybe on like 1.5 times. Why not? Okay, next one. Very, very important. Expand on the memory layers. Once you have this fundamental structure in your mind ingrained in your memory, why not add to it? You can totally expand. You can learn so much more about the elements. Okay, well done. There's some suggestions there as well. I would recommend group number. That is critically important. If you're a little bit higher in your level, absolutely go for the electron orbitals. How powerful would that be? You can add in the valence structures. That is pretty cool. And maybe the SPDF orbitals. Man, that would be cool. Okay, that was pretty intense. We made it.